This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Terry Gregg Court in the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, begins coverage of Evergreen Conference basketball with a girls' matchup between the WF West Bearcats and the Shelton Highclimbers. My name is Dietrich Allen, if I could spit it out, and joining me for the broadcast is Jerry Apple. Good evening, Jerry.
Welcome, Dietrich.
This is a season opener for both teams. Last year, Shelton played in the South Sound Conference and went 6-14. Highclimbers last played on February 6th, 2020, and beat Central Kitsap 69-54. Where am I here? Okay, I'm sorry. WF West finished the last season at 18-8. Second in the EVCO standings, second in the District 4 2A girls basketball tournament, beat Ellensburg in the regionals, but fell to West Valley of Spokane, 44-43 in the second round of the state tournament on March 5th, 2020. So it's been a while since teams have been on the court. I could not find a record of these schools playing each other in the last 15 years, and I can't remember any matchup between them in my 20 years covering Mason County. Jerry, can you think of anything?
I started announcing in 1985, and I do remember Chehalis or WF West played Shelton a couple times.
No, we don't know we can't remember the outcomes. It's been a long time.
Well, I think I do remember the outcomes.
Okay. Well, we won't talk about it then. So it's Evergreen Conference girls basketball, the WF West Bearcats at the Shelton Highclimbers next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Okay, we are back, but we have no picture. Let's try that. There we go.
All right.
There we've got a picture. Welcome back to the Mini Dome. Dietrich Allen and Jerry Apple. It's time for some starting lineups. Jerry, are you ready for this?
I am ready.
Okay.
Let's start with the visitors, WF West Bearcats. And their head coach is Kyle Karnowski. One guard, Maddie Mankey, number 15. She is a senior. At the other guard, number 25, a junior, Kyla McCallum. At one forward for the Bearcats, number 11, a junior, Olivia Raymond. At the other forward, number 21, a sophomore, Morgan Rogerson. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Bearcats at number 13, a junior, Dre Brunfield. That's your starters for the WF West Bearcats. And now, your starting lineup for the Shelton Highclimbers. At one guard, at number 11, a senior, Mei-Ping Vernon. At the other guard, number 3, a senior, Abby Zanuski. At one forward, number 33, a sophomore, Didymus Cordova. At the other forward, number 22, a freshman, Jasmine Rivera. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers, a sophomore, number 21, Gabby Monroe. And the head coach for the Highclimbers is Liz Canray.
So I had a little chat with Coach Liz before the game, and got a young team this year. Kind of expected some changes, young, up and coming. Got a freshman in the lineup, and she's very excited about the talent. Not a lot of height, but that's usually the way Shelton rolls anyways. And we are going to stand for the national anthem. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Sanjay, you there?
Hey, David.
I'll make this quick. Listen, I have some questions.
What's on your mind?
This vaccine, I'm nervous. I got songs to write. Will I still be able to do that?
It'll be fine, David. Science is what you need. The vaccine is safe, my friend. It's gonna bring this pandemic to an end. You see what I did there?
Yeah, okay, I trust it, thanks. Oh, and Sanjay, don't do that again.
David? David? I don't know. I thought I was spitting fire.
And we're back here at the top of the stands, across from the scorer's table. Our usual position here in the mini dome, and this is going to be called, I mentioned this in my opening, the Terry Gregg Court. It's going to happen on the 26th officially, but that's what's going to happen. The naming committee and the Shelton School Board decided to allow that to happen. So we have Jack Stark Field, and we now have Terry Gregg Court. Pretty cool. And we're getting the starting lineups announced here tonight. And this is a little bit different. Everything's different this year. The COVID protocols, I just want to pass it along. Each player, for right here for Shelton, each player has an allocation of 4 fans for the home team. This is for Shelton. So 4 fans per player. On the visitors' side, they're limited to 2. So 2 fans per player for visitors. You're supposed to come, watch your kid play, and then leave. You can't hang out. And, if you're playing JV, you can't watch the varsity game. You gotta go. Those are the rules. Those are the protocol that we're following. And if you can't quite see it here in the screen, but the teams are all spread out 6 feet apart on the benches. Everybody's back. It's interesting. We saw a pretty stark in North Mason on Saturday night, the difference in the place. They also don't do jump balls to start the game. They do alternating possession from the get-go. And if I'm right, that WF West will have the ball first, if I'm right. So that's what we can tell you so far.
Well, the other thing that's interesting, Diedrich, is the players do need to wear a mask too.
Right, forgot that.
And it's tough sometimes. We noticed that at Belfair.
Right.
That sometimes that mask slipped down below the nose sometimes.
Yeah, and we had one player who completely lost his mask. It was actually sitting at the foul line. They had to stop play. He had to go get a mask, and they had to resume play. So these are all the all the things that were challenges we're dealing with for some high-risk sports is what they're calling it. Well, we're ready to get some basketball play, little girls basketball. Something else that's new here is we have new windows behind us because there's never been sun, or maybe it's the time of year. There's never been sun on our table.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get this underway. So the Highclimbers will be in their home white. They're all white with the red letters and numbers, and WF West will be in their, because it's more of a maroon with gray trim and white letters. And we're underway. This is McCullum. Handing off, and here comes Brumfield. Quick passes by the Lady Cats. McCullum to the foul line. Kick it to Raymond. A nice drive now by Menke. Lost the handle, but the Bearcats tracked it down. Reset to McCullum. 9 on the shot clock. And here's Brumfield to the foul line. Hands it off. 3 on the shot clock. Brumfield pull-up jumper on the baseline. Missed the hoop, and that's a shot clock violation. Now here's where the interpretation comes in, Jerry. Is that a turnover?
I'm going to give it a turnover.
Yeah, technically, yes, it is. But, some people might say, well, it's not. It's a little full court press.
Anytime the ball goes to the other team.
And there is a turnover right away on the second pass on the inbounds and a foul on the Highclimbers. And that will send Drea Brumfield to the free throw line for 2 shots. And first, the personal foul will go on May Ping Vernon, her first. So Drea Brumfield at the free throw line. Try to put some points up here, Jerry. A little bit of a delay here because Coach Liz wants an explanation about that foul. So 2 shots coming for Brumfield. I'm expecting a very excellent free throw shooting team tonight, Jerry. Second field one, it goes up and in, so it's 2-0 early.
And the interesting thing about WF West, they have 3 starters coming back from last year's team.
Another turnover on the inbounds. Well, I guess it wasn't a turnover. Inbounds to Vernon in backcourt. Throws it up to Zanuski. And that was a turnover. As picking that ball off is Menke. Over to Brumfield for 3. That one's short. And it'll run out of bounds in the near corner. That'll go over to the Highclimbers.
2 turnovers apiece.
Okay. Full court press again, something that's really hard to practice because you never know. And a scrum for it, and again another steal. And another foul on the Highclimbers. This will send Kyla McCullum to the free throw line. Zanuski picked up her first. So 2 free throws coming for Kyla.
It's going to be easier tonight for the fouls because of the scoreboard.
Right, they're posting them on the board. In Belfair, they don't do that. I'm not sure why. Second free throw up and in, and it's 4-0 WF West.
Yeah, WF West is 4 for 4 from the foul line.
Yeah, and the Highclimbers have yet to cross midcourt. Here comes Vernon. She does get across the midcourt stripe. Set the offense for the Lady Climbers. Nice find down low. And Monroe in the paint put up a hook and it can't rimmed off. Rebound tracked down by the Highclimbers. Rivera had it and then lost it, and here come the Bearcats. Nice pass. Oh, can't finish. A missed shot there by Raymond, and now we have a whistle on the floor. I believe that's going to go on WF West. Menke picked up her first. 6:31 to go, first quarter. 4-0 WF West. Shelton with the ball. Zanuski up the far sidelines. Throws it all the way up. And Cordova trying to go to the hoop. That was knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, it was blocked by number 13, Dre Brumfield.
So it'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Right of the backboard. Vernon will trigger the play. Inbounds to Cordova. 3 in the corner. The short rebound pulled down by WF West. Nice fast break as Menke puts it up and in. That's first to basket from the floor. And Coach Liz wants a 30, so we'll keep it right here. As we're just, this is our second game of the season on basketball, and we're just getting into our stride, right, Jerry?
And who did make that last basket?
That was number 15.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
6-0. WF West on a 6-0 run, obviously, to start the game.
Yeah. WF West is 4 for 4 from the foul line and 1 for 3 from the field.
Haven't really had a whole lot of looks when you think about it. And Shelton has only been in their half of the front court twice.
Yeah, WF West has picked up 2 turnovers, and Shelton has 4 turnovers.
So the high climber ball, full court press going to be put on as the climbers have to go the full distance. I'm sorry, that's not Monroe, that's Rivero, brings it in to Zanuski. She just stepped on the sidelines, Jerry. And that'll be a turnover number 5, is it?
Yes, that is correct.
So far sideline inbounds for WF West. Inbounds goes to McCullum. Try to dribble penetrate, swing it over to Brumfield. One dribble right back, nice little give and go, and it finally dropped in for
number
Raymond.
11.
Yeah, Olivia Raymond with the basket.
And give Dre Brumfield the assist.
Another steal, and wide open under the hoop and up and in is Rogerson, and it's 10-0. Oh, yet another. And getting the steal is McCollum, but couldn't finish, and we have a jump ball called, and that'll go over to the high climbers off the rebound. Kesslin Harp will step on for the high climbers, first time tonight, and a new player out there for WF West. Where is she? Number 5, Michaela Menke. So both Menkes out there?
Yes.
I think so. Zanuski, quick pass to Vernon in the backcourt. May Ping stops and finds Zanuski, gets the ball back to cross midcourt.
Yes, both Menke's are out there.
May Ping with the ball, stops. Puts it over to Rivera. She loses the handle. And here come the Bearcats on the run, quickly the other way. And that ball will squirt out.
And I was surprised there. I was surprised that number 15 didn't take it right to the hoop.
Well, unselfish play.
Yeah, that's true. That's the 3rd turnover for WF West. Shelton has 8 turnovers so far.
Rogerson returns for WF West, and Raymond will sit down. Inbound stolen away, and that'll roll out of bounds. And I don't know if you give that a turnover.
Yes,
You
you do.
Okay.
My definition of a turnover is when the other team gets the ball
Well, I don't think they
on a pass.
Okay. Again, interpretation.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, the rule, I was reading some of the rules today, and it was very interesting, and that's definitely a turnover. As Zanuski lost it out of bounds, just took her eye off of it, and it slipped out of her hands.
And
So,
that's a 10th turnover.
wow, 10 turnovers already for the high climbers, and we're 5 minutes.
Yeah,
3
I need
seconds
to
go.
check that too on the turnovers, the definition.
Yeah. Something about 2 seconds or something. Nice drive up and in by Kayla McCullum, plus the foul.
They've got a lot of easy inside layups.
Norman on Harp, her first. The foul did. And Kyla at the free throw line for a 3-point play. She does. Gives her 5 points.
Yeah, 5 for 5 from the foul line. for WF West.
Inbounds is knocked out of bounds as Taylor Vanderpool checked in for the Highclimbers. She can't handle that one. And it goes over to WF West. Sideline inbounds. Minke will get it in. And McCullum picked up her pivot foot. Of course, she put the ball on the floor, and that's a turnover right back.
Yeah, 4th turnover for WF West.
So far side backcourt inbounds for the Highclimbers. Here comes Vernon. One of the 2 seniors on the Highclimber club. And a drive to the hoop. Zanuski put it up a little short, but drew the foul.
Nice pass.
McGowan picked up her first personal foul for WF West, and Abby Zanuski at the free throw line trying to put the Highclimbers on the scoreboard. Missed the first one. Did I jinx her, Jerry?
I'll give you credit.
Okay, sure. I guess I'll take credit for that miss. It's not on Abby, that's for sure. Second free throw. That one's off. Rebound tracked down in the near corner. And here comes McCullum for WF West. Picking her way around, trying to set the offense. Throws it over to Minke. This is Michaela. Minke, we have 3 in the key on WF West.
Number 11.
Oh, number 11? Oh, that was a foul. That was a foul.
Yeah, Olivia Raymond.
Okay.
Foul.
I heard 3 in the key, though. But I guess not.
Yeah, you will at this.
So Vernon will bring the ball up. Stop shy of the circle. Get it up to the foul line. And Vanderpool trying to go to the hoop. Loses a handle. And here come the Lady Cats. Brumfield rolls it to the top of McCullum. McCullum to the foul line on the side of the paint. Stops. Dribble it down to Rogerson. She'll dribble into the paint, stop, and kick it to the top. Here's a 3 at the top of the key for Brumfield. It drains in. And Drea has 5 points.
Yeah, that's her. She's got 5 points for the game.
Here's Cordova over to Vernon. Back to Vernon side of the paint. Trying to get it past to Vanderpool. She'll save it in bounds, but right to the Bearcats. And running up to the hoop is Rogerson. She's pushed in the back and a foul on the Highclimbers. Another go on Abby Zanuski. That's her second. That's free throw line for WF West. Morgan Rogerson. Her first trip. Can she keep them perfect? I jinxed that one for sure.
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know.
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know. Run me out of the gym. That's what you're going to do. Let's see here. Maddie Minke checked into the ball game here for WF West, and Jasmine Rivera is back for the Highclimbers. Vernon is going to get a much-deserved rest. Second free throw by Rogerson is short, and we have a lane violation. It wouldn't have counted if it went in, so it's a Highclimber ball. And they have yet to score. 16-0, 3:32 to go, first quarter. Harp will bring the ball up the court for the Highclimbers. Quick passes, Vanderpool. Ball deflected, stolen away. Boy, the Bearcats can run and pass, and Maddie Minke with the basket. And full timeout has been called. 18-0.
And the timeout will be accredited to the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
Full timeout.
3:10 to go, first quarter.
I have an interesting. Oh, okay.
I was going to take a quick break. Yeah, we'll come right back, Jerry. And we're back here at the mini dump. Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, a turnover.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the foul line. Second shot. You miss the foul shot, but one of the players steps over the line. I would assume it would be a missed foul shot. But let's say the person makes it and a person steps over the line.
That's a lane violation.
Then it would be a violation.
Yeah, that's a lane violation. Either way, it's a lane violation, and it would eliminate the free throw if it had gone in.
Right.
That's the only difference in that case. Cordova on the drive, trying to get away from some defense, is fouled. Kayla Mankey with her first team foul. And while the fouls have evened up a little bit, Jerry.
Yeah, 4 apiece.
Inbounds. Over to Vanderpool on the far side. Down to Rivera. Vanderpool for 3. That's off and goes out of bounds. Highclimbers yet to score. 2:49 to go, first quarter.
One of the things, though, I'm noticing a positive for the Highclimbers, I'm seeing some good passing inside. They're just not making the shots, but they're looking for that shot inside, making some good passes.
Brumfield on the drive to the hoop. Nobody stopped her, up and in. Give her 7 points, and it's a 20-point lead. Climbers yet to score here in the ball game. Here's Harp. Over to Vanderpool. Down it goes to Monroe, and it's stolen away from her. And here come the Bearcats again. And Brumfield will take it to the hoop and lay it up and in.
That is the second block shot by Brumfield. Who made that last one?
Oh, Brumfield.
Good.
And another steal. This time it is Michaela Mankey with a steal and a score. And here comes Harp. Cordova had it stolen away, and she snapped it away, and unfortunately Rivera couldn't keep her feet, and the ball goes back to WF West.
Unfortunately, Shelton is having a hard time with the pressure that's provided by WF West. They've had 17 turnovers so far.
Zanuski steps back onto the court for Shelton. Here comes WF West. Brumfield beyond the three-point arc to the foul line. Stopped, hands it off, and here is McCullum to the foul line to Raymond. And now over to Maddie Mankey, and an offensive foul on the
number 11.
Raymond picked up her, Olivia with her second personal. It's the 5th team foul. Mei Ping will step back onto the court. That's Vernon. She'll replace Cordova. Boy, you get used to having nice print on your score sheet, Jerry, and I don't have it tonight. Mei Ping in some trouble, and she tried a high post feed to Zanuski, stolen away by Mankey. Maddie to the hoop. Came up short on the layup. Still, the ball is free, and Mei Ping finally grabs it, and here come the Highclimbers, trying to put the point on the board before the end of the quarter. High post feed to Zanuski. Down it goes. And that's Monroe trying to make a move to the hoop, draws the foul. You know, I figured it out, Jerry. These windows are new, but we've always been here in the darkness, and we don't have I'm dealing with too much light for once.
You're right.
That's crazy. Too much light.
Yeah, it's definitely coming through the back windows behind you.
Oh, Monroe missed the first one. And Gabby will have one more. Kayla Minkey stepped back onto the court for WF West. There's the first point. Gabby Monroe puts the Highclimbers on the board for the first time tonight, 24-1. Under a minute to go here, first quarter. Raymond stolen. Oh boy. Pity-patting it and throwing one up towards the hoop was Harp. Didn't convert, but did get the steal. Going the other way. Little runner rolled in by Raymond. It gives her 4 points.
Yeah, she's 2 for 3 from the field.
Comes Mei Ping. Vernon bounces it over to Harp. Harp to high post feed to Zanuski. Stops on the foul line. Nice move to the hoop, but came up a little short. Somebody might have got a piece of that. And the Bearcats, nice little selfish play as Lockwood is checked in, and she came up a little short on her layup attempt. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball with 6.7 seconds remaining, first quarter. Rivera get it into Vernon, and Mei Ping will probably just run out the clock. And there's a turnover. Oh, that ball almost came in from half court, but we're through one quarter. WF West 26, Shelton 1. We'll be right back.
Our dear fellow Americans, vaccines are a huge step forward. We still need to do the simple things that we know work.
Wear a mask, wash our hands frequently, and maintain social distance.
Now it's up to you.
Get your COVID-19 vaccination from Mason Health. Go to masongeneral.com to easily schedule your appointment today. You can also find a link to schedule your shot in the upper right-hand corner of masonwebtv.com.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. All WF West, Jerry.
Yeah, WF West has only shot twice from three-point land. They're 1 for 2. Most of the time, WF West is scoring off of a steal or a nice pass inside. They're not shooting it, as I could say here, very much from the outside. So 90% of their shots are on lay-ins, off a fast break or a steal.
So it'll be Bearcat ball to start the second quarter. See if I can run down who's out there. We've got Brownfield. What am I thinking here? Rogerson, Maddie Minke. I think Olivia Raymond's out there. Is that right? Can't see the number over here, and I can't see the number here. 20. Thinking it's Rogerson. Well, the Highclimbers. You've got Harp, Vernon, Zanuski, Rivera, and Monroe. Ready to play here in the second quarter. And this is McCollum. Raymond. Nice drive to the hoop, and they let that one go. Rebound was pulled down by Minke. Out to Brunfield. She missed the 3. Rebound pulled down by McCollum, and her putback falls off. Rebound corralled by Monroe for Shelton. Here comes Vernon. Mei Ping. Changing direction. Bounce it over. 3 on the way by Harp. It goes in. That's the first basket from the field, Jared. It's a 3-pointer.
That is correct.
For the Highclimbers, that is. Here's Brumfield. Nice pass, extra pass to the baseline. Jumper on the way. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Monroe. And outlet is knocked out of bounds. You know, to your point earlier, where you thought that McCollum should have put it in, or was it Minke? And the extra passes usually are great and work out. Tonight, I think it's just a little bit of unselfishness that they haven't really gotten to sink yet.
That's about the third time I've seen that.
Yeah. Here's Zanuski to Vernon. Back to Zanuski, up fakes, drives side of the paint, drives to the hoop. And
that's her third block. Let's see what,
That, I think, is going to go out of bounds off of a Bearcat. It was a block, Jerry.
Yep.
Brumfield with the block. And you said 3 on her. That's pretty impressive. Vernon inbounds it into the corner. Side of the paint goes to Monroe, and there's a foul on the Bearcats. That'll be 7. And that'll go on Maddie Minke, her second, and that puts Gabby Monroe at the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1. She's 1 for 2, but she missed the first attempt. See if she can sink the first attempt this time. She does.
That's nice to see them. See her get the first
Right.
of the one-on-one situation. That's important.
You got to hit the front end. That's what every coach ever told me.
Yeah,
Of course, I was a horrible free throw shooter. And Gabby's already better than me in 2 trips. Here come the Bearcats quickly. Brumfield to the three-point arc, to the box, spinning, falling down. She'll kick it out to Raymond. Raymond to the side of the paint. And this is McCollum to the hoop. Up and in the foul. May Ping Vernon picked up her second personal foul, and that is the 5th team foul. At the free throw line is Kayla McCollum. She is, well, what I have her 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Right, Jerry?
Yeah, number 12 is...
Danica Squire checking in for the Highclimbers first time tonight.
Yep.
Well, the front end of the one-on-one does not fall in, and we have a travel off the rebound. It goes over to the Highclimbers. Here's Harp with the ball. One hands it over to Squire, and here is Dova. Zanuski, quick pass. Squire with a jumper that's off. Zanuski had the rebound, goes right to Harp. Harp's jumper in the paint fell off. Rebound goes to Brumfield. She'll get it out. And quickly, the Bearcats are down the court. Faster than I can read names. McCullum to the hoop with a scoop, and that doesn't fall. Rebound pulled down by Rogerson. She lost that. And here come the Highclimbers, trailing by 22. Zanuski down to the box on the near side, and Monroe is fouled, trying to put it in. Drew the foul on Maddie Menke. That's her 3rd. It's 3 on her. And that's the 8th team foul. At the free throw line for the Highclimbers, Gabby Monroe, who has 3 points tonight, all from the free throw line so far. And I jinxed her on that one. Get one more. Michaela Menke is checking into the ball game for WF West. Didn't see who sat down, Jerry. Did you? No, second free throw goes up and in.
I want to say...
Brumfield all alone. Quick passes. I'm very impressed by how WF West passes the ball. And the ball went out of bounds. Reminds me of this all-star Australian team I called tried to call a radio game years ago in the mid-90s, and they were so quick in their passes I couldn't keep up with them. Couldn't tell you who was passing the ball, and that is a great execution right there as Brumfield puts it up and in. Zanuski trapped in backcourt, and a timeout has been called. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here, Jerry.
I have Brumfield as the leading scorer so far for WF West with 11 points.
That's what I have, yes. Just hadn't totaled it up yet.
I do want to say something about Shelton. They are making some nice passes inside. Let me give you an example of that. Mm-hmm. Abigail Zanuski made a beautiful pass inside to Monroe. Monroe got fouled, didn't make the basket because I think she got fouled, and then she went to the line. But that's an example of some of the good things that Shelton is doing tonight. They are looking inside, and they are making some good passes.
It'll be Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. They have to go the length of the court.
Unfortunately, you got a player like Brumfield who's blocked 3 shots already. That's a little bit intimidating.
Cordova tried to inbounds it, and it goes under Harp's under her hands and out of bounds.
That's the 21st turnover for Shelton.
And then it's going to be baseline inbounds for WF West because it didn't touch anybody, so where it was. When it passed in, McCullum will trigger the play right at the backboard. You know, Brumfield, they list her at 6'2". She looks a lot taller than that from our perspective, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Nice drive baseline up and in. Kyla McCullum Only her second basket of the night.
But
is that right?
6'2" is fairly tall.
Yeah, 6'2" is taller than me. 5'9". I'm just saying from here, it's just she looks a lot taller than that. Sometimes they underdo those, they underscore them. Cordova with the inbounds to Squire. And here's Zanuski. To the hoop and knocked out of bounds by Brumfield.
That's the fourth.
You go, yeah.
She's really intimidating inside.
Yeah, so long arms. I mean, she's just long. I think that's part of what it is. She's just long. Long arms, long legs, everything. Baseline inbounds from the right of the backboard. Inbounds to Cordova. Around to Squire. Squire cross court to Zanuski. Looking to Cordova. Finds Cordova. Drives to the hoop. Put it up short. Rebound and put back by Rivera. Doesn't fall in, and good defensive play there by Harp. Got the ball to go out of bounds off of, I believe it was Raymond. It'll be Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. Cordova will trigger the play. About halfway between the three-point line and the key. Lob it up top to Squire. Bounce it over to Harp. Harp pull-up jumper on the baseline. That's a little too hard. McCullum with the rebound. She'll throw it up the court. Quick passes. Raymond under the bucket. She'll just put a little nice 5-footer up and in. That's Olivia's third basket.
Yes.
Another turnover on the pass, a near turnover. I guess that nobody really had a hold of that ball, Jerry, so I'm saying no turnover there, but a near turnover. Climbers will keep it. Elena Fragner is in for the first time tonight for WF West, and number 23 is Carly Deskins.
Yeah, Olivia Raymond is 3 for 4 from the field, and she does have 6 points. She did score that last basket.
Monroe returns for the Highclimbers. Here's Harp with the running point. High post feed to Zanuski.
A nice pass.
Nice pass in the middle, and just can't get around the long arms of Brumfield with the block and the ball. Nice step around, up and in. Wow.
That was the 5th block by Brumfield.
She's got a great body control there. Near steal on the pass up the court.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't call a turnover there.
Oh, and it's tipped into back court, and going to get it is Raymond to the hoop with the bucket.
And she's made her last 4 shots.
Here's Harp. Dancing across midcourt. Rolls it to Cordova, over to Squire. Squire beyond the three-point arc. Finds Zanuski, trying to step by Brumfield, and she's going to end up traveling. It's just one extra step there, Abby.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a good move.
It was, yeah. She just didn't choose her pivot foot right, I think.
Yeah.
Would have faked me out either way, so doesn't matter.
I'm sure number 13 did not play a factor in the intimidation.
Well, maybe. Cross court it goes to Fragner up top to McCullum. McCullum long 2 up and in for Diskins. And it's 40-7. Here comes Harp. And another turnover. That'll roll off the body out of bounds. WF West will keep it. And Jasmine Rivera back in for Shelton. Sitting down is going to be Danica Squire. WF West with the lead in the ball. Here's McCullum to Brumfield. Back to McCullum. Going to put it on the floor, go right to the hoop, and up and in. Wow.
And that's 9 points for Kyla McCullum.
Here's Zanuski on the baseline. Her jumper is off. Rebound pulled down by Deskins. And quickly to the hoop. Oh, a little too hard. Raymond with a rebound. She's going to force one back up and miss that one. Another put back and in, and I think that's McCullum this time. (44-7). 2:15 to go in the half. Here is Harp. Double screen there, and we're going to have a foul on the Bearcats.
And that's her third.
So that's 2 Bearcats with 3 personal fouls here in the first half.
And they already have 9 fouls.
Michaela Menke back in the ballgame for WF West. Tyler Vanderpool back in for Shelton. At the free throw line is the Highclimbers' Kesslin Harp. First of a 1-and-1, should get the first one. Should get one more. She has 4 points now. .2:12 to go in the half. Second free throw. Oh, it'll drop in. I thought it was going to fall off. Gives Kesslin 5 points.
One of the bright spots for Shelton is they've made 6 of 10 shots, foul shots.
McCullum bounces it to Brumfield. That's a nice little step. She just jumps over everybody up and in. And Vernon's back at the ball game, running point. And that one will be knocked out of bounds. I think it'll go off the hands of Michaela Menke. Malia Lockwood is back in there for WF West.
And Brumfield is out.
Rivera back to Vernon. Vernon gets a screen from Rivera. Bounces it over, and that is Vanderpool. Oh, put it up, man, gets stuck. So that'll be Highclimber ball on the alternating possession when it gets stuck like that. Danica Squire back into the ball game for Shelton, sitting down. Let's see here, that's Cordova. It'll be baseline inbounds for Shelton. Left of the backboard, Squire will trigger the play. Vernon pops out looking for the ball. He'll lob it up top to Rivera. Over to Vernon. Vernon bounces it over. 3 on the way in the corner of the short rebound. Squire should get it to, who is it? That's Vanderpool. Out to Squire to Vernon. 10 on the shot clock now. Didn't hit the rim, so the Climbers need to go. Here's Squire beyond the 3-point arc. Side of the paint now, and this is Monroe. There's still a fight for it. That shot was off, and now we have bodies flying everywhere. And I'm not sure what they're going to call on that.
Well, I think it's jump ball, and they're going to, possession will go, well, let's see what happens here.
I mean, a lot of things could have happened in that point. Yeah, you're right. It's a jump ball.
Yeah, and the possession this time goes to WF West.
Now, a lot of things could have been called in there, including a travel and a foul. And these referees are letting them play a little bit. 1:05 to go in the half. 46-9 is the score. WF West with a commanding lead here. Abby Zanuski steps back on the court for the Climbers. And Taylor Vanderpool will sit down. Ragnar over to Menke. And here's Deskins to McCullum. Just going to kick over 3 on the way by Menke. That's short rebound. Controlled by WF West, but Kylie was just on the line there. So that'll go over to the Highclimbers. As Vanderpool returns. And Monroe will sit down for Shelton. Here's Vernon getting a screen from Squire to Vanderpool. Back to Squire. Over to Vernon. 12 on the shot clock. About a 10-second difference between game and shot clock. Rivera to Vanderpool, and she'll throw it right into the hands of, who was that? Lockwood came away with it. Up it goes to Minke. 3 on the way. It's off. Squire had the rebound, and they're still fighting for that. Oh, Cherry. Jump ball is called. That'll go to the Highclimbers with 3.6 seconds remaining in the half.
Now, in that jump ball situation when it goes to the other team, that's a turnover.
Yes, you're right. Inbounds goes to Rivera, to Vernon. And boy, that was a long couple of seconds. But we're heading to halftime. WF West 46, Shelton 9. Take a timeout. We'll be back with some halftime statistics and more from the Mini Dome here on the campus of Shelton High School. We'll be back.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hello everyone, I'm Father Dwayne and this is St. David of Wales Episcopal Church in Shelton. I'm glad that you're seeing us right here, right now, but please tune in on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for a live stream service. I certainly welcome you to join together with us for worship.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
And it's halftime in the Mini Dome. All WF West in this girls' matchup, 46-9. The Bearcats are being led by Andrea Brumfield. She has 15 points. Kyla McCullum, 13 points. 8 for Olivia Raymond. Maddie Minke has 4. Basket for Michaela Minke. Basket for Morgan Rogerson, and Carly Diskins also has 2 points. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer is going to be Kesslyn Harp. She has 5. And Gabrielle Monroe has 4, all from the free throw line, which is impressive.
Yeah.
For that, she's 4 for 6 at the free throw line. Jerry, how much time would you like?
1 minute.
1 minute, he says. So we'll be back. We'll take another break. We'll come back with Jerry Apple and his statistics. 46-9 at the half in this girls' battle. And WF West on top. We'll be back.
We know this year's been tough, but now the vaccines are here and open to everyone 16 and older. We give our thanks for those who helped us get here. To the folks calling the shots, giving the shots, or getting them, we thank you. And for those who have waited so patiently, it's time. Visit vaccinelocator.doh.wa.gov.
Okay, we're back here in the Mini Dome. Halftime score 46-9. Jerry Apple has some more statistics to pass along.
Okay. Shelton shot 1 for 18 from the field for 5%. Good note, like you mentioned, Diedrich, they made 6 of 10 foul shot attempts, and the basket that Shelton made was a three-pointer, and that was by Keslin Harp, number 2. I don't see anybody in foul trouble for Shelton.
Right. Yeah, I was going to mention that, but go ahead, Jerry.
The other thing is, what hurt? 25 turnovers.
25 turnovers.
Yeah. So let's look now at WF West. They made 5 of their 8 attempts from the foul line. They made 19 of 37 from the field for 52%. They had 8 turnovers. And Brumfield.
Brumfield.
Excuse
I was calling
me.
her Brownfield earlier, too. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm
Brumfield.
thinking, isn't that a... No, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was definitely the leading scorer. She made 4 two-pointers and 2 3-pointers, according to my statistics.
I've got her only with 1 3, but...
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, and I have them down for 2 3-pointers.
No, we're not going to.
Is that what you have?
I only have 1 3-pointer.
No, that might have been where they'll make a mistake. Let's see.
Well, we don't have to worry.
I think we'll find out real quick.
Okay.
No problems.
Well, either way, you were talking about foul trouble for the Highclimbers, not an issue for the Bearcats, though. Olivia Raymond has 3 personals and Maddie Minke has 3 personals, and other than that, I don't see any other issues there for the Bearcats on the foul trouble. You had something else to share there, Jerry?
No, I've got them 17 for 30 from the 2-point line and 2 for 7 from the 3-point line. I could be wrong. I definitely probably am wrong on that.
Well, it's all right.
It could be a basket off one way or the other on that.
Well, it's hard to keep up with the way that the WF West passes. Those passes are crisp. They're on target. They're just, I'm overly impressed, actually. Drea Brumfield, do you have down for 5 blocks?
I have her down for 5 blocks, yes.
In the first half. That is impressive as well. That's an all-around player for you. And their free throw shooting has been pretty decent as well.
I got a funny feeling she could be I don't know what the rest of the league looks like, but boy, I tell you, she could be the top player, from what I'm seeing so far.
What we're seeing, yeah.
She just and like you mentioned too, a couple times they overpassed, and that's
it's an opinion of some people that there's an extra pass. It's very unselfish play, and you love to see it as a coach, as a spectator, because it's a lot of fun to watch a team that just crisp passes and scores. I mean,
yeah, don't treat that as a negative.
No.
No, it's a positive.
It's definitely a positive. It just seems sometimes it's just one extra that's just might be a little too much, but we are not judging whatsoever because you look at the scoreboard, 46-9.
And too, WF West has got 3 key players back from last year.
Right.
And that was one of the things that they mentioned, or I asked. They said, yeah, we have our three main starters back from last year. So
Well, we're just about a minute away from the third quarter. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter run. 46-9, all WF West so far tonight.
Get your COVID-19 vaccination from Mason Health. Go to masongeneral.com to easily schedule your appointment today. You can also find a link to schedule your shot in the upper right-hand corner of masonwebtv.com.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. What kind of adjustments can you make if you're Shelton, Jerry, other than try to cut down on those turnovers? And for WF West, keep doing what you're doing. I guess that's about the simplest way to put it.
And I'll be surprised if WF West keeps their press up.
So the Bearcats will start out with the ball here in the third quarter. You've got McKellum, Maddie Minke, Brumfield, Raymond, and it's going to be Rogerson. Sorry. Brumfield. It looks like the Bearcats are going to work on their clock management here. As Rogerson, contested jumper, and it fell off. Rebound, it squirks out of there, and here comes Vernon. Up it goes to Rivera. Rivera with a scoop that's going to be blocked and controlled by Brumfield. Running tally there of 6 blocks on the evening. She's going to take it coast to coast up and in. Drops in. Giving her 17 points. Here's Vernon looking for Cordova. The 3 on the way for, oh, the bank is open. No, they're going to call that 2, Jerry, unfortunately. Yeah. Quickly, the Bearcats are back the other way. Raymond with the ball beyond the key. Hand it off to Brumfield. 10 on the shot clock now. It's a screen from Raymond. Raymond top of the key for 3. Nope. And rebound goes to Brumfield. Hand it off to McCullum. McCullum drives to the box, steps by the defense with a scoop, and popped out. Got her own rebound. She's got Cordova all over. Cordova reaches in, and is that going to be a timeout? It's going to be a timeout, so we'll take an opportunity, and we'll be right back.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
So, Jerry?
Now, I think I might have heard a boys score.
Oh, he did? Well, I could check it real quick.
Yeah, from WF West.
Right. I don't have time to actually.
Yeah, we don't right now.
But
from their court.
Did you? Was it positive? Was
no, it sounded like WF West was ahead at halftime.
Okay. So it'll be Lady Bearcats ball coming out of the timeout, and they're up 48-11 here. McCullum will trigger the play from the baseline to the left of the backboard. Inbounds. Goes to Rogerson now. Here's the Brumfield side of the paint. Nice spin and pull up. Got her own rebound. Takes a step to the hoop, puts it up and in. So it's 50-11 right now. Here's Vernon. to Cordova. Down to the corner, and Vernon. Vernon dribbles out to the top, bounces to Cordova. Into the paint, Zanuski with a step, puts it up a little bit too hard. I think that Brumfield might have had a part of that. Ooh, going the other way. Rogerson took a Vernon on the back accidentally. And they're going to call a foul on Mei Ping. That's her third. That's the first whistle in the second half. And that sends Morgan Rogerson to the free throw line. She got the first one.
Now, is the 40-point rule in effect?
It will be now. I did check on the specifics for the running clock. Second free throw is short. Rebound goes to Brumfield. And Rogerson with a jumper. No. And this time the rebound is pulled down with authority by the Highclimbers. But the ball is just free, and here are the Bearcats. They're going to get Zanuski with a reach in. That's Abby's third. The running clock, let's see here. Trying to remember what I read just a few hours ago about the running clock. It's 40-point difference in the second half. Only stops on the end of quarters, timeouts, and fouls, actually. Nice play. But couldn't finish on that, and here comes Harp for the Climbers. And we have another foul on the play. Rivera picked up her first third team foul, and it'll be baseline inbounds for the Bearcats. Here's Raymond to the hoop, draws a foul. Abby Zanuski just picked up her fourth. And I think Abby's going to be sitting down. She's already ready to head to the bench. First free throw goes in. Olivia Raymond. It's her first trip to the free throw line, Jerry.
Yes, it is.
She has 9 points. And Tyler Vanderpool will step back onto the court and get Zanuski. Second free throw for Olivia. That one rimmed off. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say that went off of a high climber. And that'll be Bearcat ball with a 40-point lead and the running clock. McCollum gets it in to Brumfield. Back to McCollum in the far corner. Nice little play in the middle. And the shot by Deskins is off, but the foul on the Highclimbers. And that will go on Monroe. That's her first. And there's 5 team fouls on the Climbers, Jerry, and no whistles as of yet in the third on the Bearcats. And Carly at the free throw line. She got the first one. Should get one more. Michaela Menke back into the ball game, replacing Olivia Raymond for WF West. And the second one goes in. Oh, and another turnover, and who's in the path there? Nice find up. Oh, a little too hard on the lay-in by Maddie Menke. But Brumfield with another. We aren't tracking personal steals or what have you, but Brumfield was in that passing lane yet again, and I mean, it's got to help to have those long arms. The wingspan is very impressive as well. So baseline inbounds to Brumfield. Actually, no, it'll be still on the way by Monroe. And here comes
11th turnover.
Ooh, That ball is knocked out.
It was the 11th turnover for WF West.
Okay. Highclimber ball sideline inbounds. Harp gets it into Cordova, but there is Brumfield with another steal. Up it goes this time.
And she made sure she shot it with 2
hands.
Yeah,
she stopped and she put it in. That would be Maddie Minke with the score off the turnover. We're not tracking that either, but it's been just overwhelming points off of turnovers. Cordova with the ball double teamed over to Harp. Harp along 2, that's off. And Brumfield with the rebound. And she'll bring it up herself. Last time she did, she was going coast to coast, but she gets it up and finds Deskins up and in, and Carly has 6 points. And a timeout on the court. I believe Coach Liz wants to talk things over. 2.5 minutes, 2:32 to go, third quarter. It's full timeout. We'll step aside for part of that.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, Jerry.
Well,
kind of what was expected coming in, I think.
Yeah.
New classification for Shelton in the new league. Expected to compete better, but pretty much you've got a young team in Shelton going against an established team.
Yeah, and the best player in the league last year is back, number 13.
Right.
She's a game maker. I mean, wow. 6 blocks so far.
Rivera will trigger the play for the Highclimbers. Gets into the Squire back in there. Errant pass that goes out of bounds. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. I guess it went off of a red jersey. So it'll be a Highclimber ball. Harp will trigger the play. Just overthrew Squire, and here comes Minke. Maddie with another. She's gonna be really good at that play before the night's over.
Yeah.
That's 3.
She'll probably be working on that in practice tomorrow.
Probably. And in her sleep. Monroe loses the handle on the ball. And here comes Brumfield. She's gonna slow it down. Maddie Minke with the ball, midcourt circle. Swing it over to Fragner. Fragner pull up jumper at the foul line. She hit it. Here comes Harp.
And that's her first basket of the ball game. Yeah.
I was just thinking that maybe they're going to try and get everybody on the score sheet tonight for WF West. As Harp drives in, comes up short, rebound pulled down by
7th
Deskins.
block.
Hand it off to Minke. Swing it over to Fragner. Fragner is going to go to the middle. Hand it off to Brumfield. Minke for 3. Nope. Brumfield right there with the putback. That's wrong. Put it on the right score sheet here. And the Bearcats are going to take a timeout to give everybody a breath. Under a minute to go, third quarter, 64-11. And we'll take an opportunity to step aside. No, we won't. We'll keep it here, Jerry. I just looked up and saw 30 seconds.
Each team this half has 1 timeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a moment here. We'll tell you that our next broadcast will be Wednesday night, and we'll get a first look at the Shelton boys.
Yes.
They've been taking on Rochester.
Yeah, is it going to be the same coach?
I don't know.
Huh?
Coach Pringle has had some health issues this year.
Oh, no. I dearly like that man.
I don't know if he's been able to coach or not, but we'll see.
Well, I hope so. He's a gentleman, just a good person.
He is a great guy, and an excellent coach. So here come the Highclimbers. Last minute of the third quarter, trailing by a bunch. Vernon back in there, trying to direct some traffic, trying to get Squire to come out. Throws over to Squire. And here is Vanderpool, lost the handle on the ball. Menke kind of had a part of that. And here's Fragner running point for WF West. And skip it over to the far side. Stopped on the dribble. Side of the paint now, it's Rogerson. And we have a double dribble. Lockwood, I didn't see a double dribble there, Jerry, but, you know, we're not right there on top of things.
So that's the 12th turnover for WF West. And Shelton has 34 turnovers.
Vernon with the ball for the Climbers in the last 10 seconds of this quarter. Vernon bounces it over to Squire. And did they get the shot off? Well, they did, but it won't count. So we head to the fourth quarter. WF West 64, Shelton 11. We'll be right back.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Yeah, their cheerleading squad being introduced here tonight. Good to see the cheerleaders back in the court as well. It's not the same. It's not as many. When the student body is not allowed to come in, it's just not the same.
And it's probably very hard for them to perform when they're not trying to get the team, the crowd going.
Right. Highclimbers will come out with the ball to go for the final 8 minutes of this game. Squire will inbounds it, throw it in the backcourt to Vernon. Just working with Vanderpool. Vernon had a seam there. Kick it out. 3 on the way by Harp, and that comes up short. And here come the Bearcats. Fragner working on the dribble. Throws it to the box. Lockwood trying to go to work. Stops under the bucket, and I think she's going to end up traveling. Wasn't decisive on where she was going with that ball after she got under the hoop. Here's Vernon. Bounce it over to Harp. To Squire. She'll take a long 2. It'll go out of bounds. And that'll be WF West ball. Fragner with the ball. Near side to Menke. Over to Rogerson. Hand it off to Fragner. Fragner gets a screen. Steps to the top. Over to Lockwood. And here's Rogerson. Rogerson pinched off and fouled. And if it's on Mei Ping, I think that'll be her. Well, it'll be her 4th if I'm counting this right. Nope, it's going to go on Taylor Vanderpool. That's her 1st and the 6th team foul. So it'll be baseline inbounds for the Bearcats. Inbounds, nice defense by Monroe, knocking that ball away from Rogerson. This time we'll go over into the corner on the sideline for the inbounds. Deskins will get it in. Here's Fragner. Over to Menke. Now Lockwood. Another good defensive play there. The Highclimbers are not giving up. Menke with it. Hands it off to Deskins. Double screen. Just shoot over that, I think. And there's Menke for 3. No. with 4 on the shot clock. The rebound was Fragner. Her putback doesn't fall in. And Lockwood had it, try to put it up, and, well, she's fouled. So second chance points is another thing we haven't talked much about, Jerry. It's been a number of times that the Bearcats have had a second, third chance. Leah Lockwood at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. They're trying to get her on in the scorebook. Because the other player I have on the roster is Lexi Roberts, but I don't even think she's here. I don't see number 3 on the court. And there she is. She got the, Lockwood got in the scorebook here. Harp will bring it up. Over to Vernon. Vernon to Squire. Ooh, a block this time by Lockwood. And it's recovered by the Highclimbers. Here's Vernon. Bounce it over to Harp. And a little late on the whistle. Is it going to call a foul on that? Interesting. Deskins picked up her first personal. That's the first team foul in the Bearcats in the half, Jerry.
You know, I've been impressed with Harp tonight. She said some really good things.
Vanderpool with the jumper that came up short, and here come the Bearcats. Wide open under the bucket is Morgan Rogerson. You know, the Highclimbers, they only had 2 points in this half so far, Jerry.
That is correct.
Vernon, fire. And stolen away by Rogerson. Here comes Fragner. Over to Minke. Pick and roll nicely executed. Lockwood can't drop it in there, but there's a whistle away from the ball, and that'll be on WF West. Deskins picked up her second, and that's the second team foul. Zanuski and Rivera return for the Highclimbers. And Cordova back in there as well.
Yeah, we have 7 fouls on Shelton. So
Vernon gets the ball back from Cordova. Here come the Highclimbers with 3:20 to go in the game. One thing to also throw out there for Climber fans is this is the first time many of these young ladies have played together in a game. And we have another whistle as Harp tried to make a move. Deskins just picked up her third personal.
Who did?
Deskins, 23.
Okay.
And Morgan Rogerson will get a rest as we just checked back in. I just looked at her. Highclimbers maintain possession as the ball rolls over, and here's Cordova with 3 attempt. It rims off, and Cordova will try it again. She'll launch another one, and that one's free. And Deskins is going to be fouled, and I'm trying to figure out who checked in here. No, Deskins was not fouled.
What's
it was
interesting?
Rogerson. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's interesting, Shelton only has 3 players that have played any varsity experience before tonight.
Right.
Final score on our other game, WF West Bearcats 55, Shelton Highclimbers 43.
55-43, the final in the boys' game, with WF West taking care of business at home. And the free throw for the first one drops in by Lockwood. That gives her 2 points. She'll get another one after the foul to Jasmine Rivera. And she got them both.
And she's 3 for 4 from the foul line.
All her points come from the free throw line. But every Bearcat in the building has scored tonight. Oh, that's a ticky-tack foul there. as Lena Ragnar picked up her first. That's the fourth team foul for the Bearcats. Here's Vernon. Ball deflected and goes right to Harp, and that shot is short. And here come the Lady Cats. Ragnar slows it down and overthrows Deskins out of bounds.
Yeah, 14th turnover for WF West.
Probably way higher than their usual.
Yeah. Although this is a...
And we have another whistle with 1:05 and counting. Personal foul will go on Michaela Menke, her second. And the 5th team foul. It's a sideline inbounds. No, baseline inbounds, excuse me. And we have a timeout by Coach Liz.
Yeah, that's the second timeout for the Highclimbers.
We are, almost 51 seconds remaining in the game. And it's 69-11. I was going to say something and I lost my whole train of thought. So with that in mind, I think I'll step aside and let somebody else do the work for 30 seconds.
Okay.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Do that. Oh, there we go. Now we're back. Inbounds for the Highclimbers, stolen away and then knocked out of bounds. So I was trying to say, and I didn't have my mic on, is that go to a commercial break and they come out on the floor. It's very interesting. So sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers now. Goes into Cordova. Double teamed in the corner, bounces it to the box. And there's a jumper by Harp that rims off. Rebound slapped out, and there's Vernon. Vernon to the hoop. And it falls out and rebound pulled down by Deskins for WF West, trying to run out this clock. And I think they'll just, there's a steal there. Last 5 seconds. Up to Cordova. Cordova to the hoop. No, a little too hard, and that'll be the final. 69-11 is the final score. The Highclimbers did not score in the fourth quarter and only had 2 points in the third. 2 points in the half. So that is the final for you. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back and have some final statistics and talk about what's coming up next. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
How much time do you need, Jerry?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal Fiber Internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
All right, we are back here in the mini dome, and boy, things just my mouth is getting away from me. Okay, so the final score 69-11. WF West, no trouble with Shelton tonight in the mini dome tonight. They were led by Andrea Brumfield. She had 21 points, 7 blocks. Jerry.
7 blocks, yes.
7 blocks, a ton of rebounds. Kyla McCullum had 13 points. Olivia Raymond with 9. 6 for Carly Deskins. 5 for Morgan Rogerson. Oh, I had 9 points for Olivia Raymond. So missed that. 3 free throws for Michaela Lockwood. Let's see here. I said 5 for Morgan Rogerson. I did not, so she had 5. A basket for Elena Fragner. Boy. And Michaela Menke finished with a bucket, and everybody on the roster that was in the building for WF West scored tonight. The only person that I have is Lexi Roberts, and I don't think she was even on the... I didn't think she made the trip.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm sure she would have played.
I'm sure she would have played, too. So that's that. For the Highclimbers, they were led by Kesslyn Harp. She had 5 points. Gabby Monroe, 4 points, and a basket by, oh boy, I can't read my writing. It's Cordova Didenis. Is that right?
I had, yeah, Didemus.
Didenis, Cordova. Or as apparently her friends call her Sis. Okay. Jerry, you ready to give us some other statistics?
I am. Let's go with the visitors, WF West. Like I mentioned, they have 3 returning starters from last year and the top player in the league from last year returning. They made 26 shots out of 52 from the field, which equates to 50%. They made 12 of 18 from the foul line, which is 66%. That's a pretty good shooting percentage. You know, anything between, at this time of the year, that's good shooting percentage. Turnovers, they had 15, and they had 8 blocks, and of course 7 of those were from Brumfield. And unfortunately, in the second half, Shelton only scored 2 points.
Right.
And let's now go with a Shelton. Shelton, the highlight is they made 6 of 10 foul shots, but they didn't go to the line in the second half. I don't have them down.
No, you're right. The Bearcats played a pretty clean second half, actually. They only had, 4 team fouls in the second half? 5 team fouls in the second half.
Yeah.
And 3 of those were by Deskins, just because that's where the play was going. That's the only reason.
Shelton was 2 for 30 from the field. That rounds up to 7%.
Wow.
Yeah. Brumfield. Like I was saying, the girls made some nice passes inside. There was just that intimidation factor when you look at Brumfield and Lockwood and Raymond. Those three.
McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum. They were very intimidating.
Intimidating. And again, we have to put out there that this group of Highclimbers, only 3 of them played together.
Right.
And a lot of them had never played it together before tonight. So.
And you're looking at 36 turnovers for them.
36 turnovers.
Yeah. And that's one thing they need to clean up. And I think the next game they play what, Thursday?
They play, well, we'll get into that. Let's see here. Next up for the Lady Climbers, they travel to Rochester on Wednesday. Shelton fans can find that game on the NFHS network. WF West girls hold their home opener Wednesday, hosting Ridgefield. For Bearcat fans, you can also be able to see that game on the NFHS network. And it is a pay-to-view site if you're not aware of that. I think it's $11 now a month, I think. I'm not sure what it is now. Our next broadcast is going to be Wednesday, when we get our first look at the Shelton boys, who are hosting Rochester. I mentioned that earlier. Tip-off here on Terry Gregg Court is in the Mini Dome is 7 p.m. Go ahead, Jerry.
And we have another game scheduled.
Right. Thursday there will be a girls' contest with Montesano here, and then Friday we're back to the boys.
I had a chance to talk to Trevor Leopold before the game, and he was so proud. He took me into the weight room.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, look at that weight room. I have been to many high schools all over the state of Washington, and it is a beautiful, beautiful facility. And they're going to be hosting the state powerlifting meet on May the 22nd here.
Oh, okay.
And boy, I tell you, that is a first-class act. The only other powerlifting or weightlifting room that I've seen compared to it is North Central High School out of Spokane.
Okay.
And boy, what a beautiful facility. This is really going to help our athletic program in many ways. And I think it's going to also help keep down injuries.
Yeah, well, we better get out of here before they kick us out and turn off the lights.
Okay.
That's happened to me before, too. They turn off the lights on us when we're still wrapping up. Anyways, that will do it for us in the Mini Dome final again tonight. WF West 69, Shelton 11. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help tonight, and we will be talking to you on Wednesday. Have a nice evening, everyone.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health, and by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected since 1934.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.